Good morning, Modern Steaders. We're gonna work on putting heat in the mule today. It's gonna be so nice. I just got the girls' last Christmas present for the mule. That's what we're calling them anyways. This one right here is a heater we're gonna put in the mule. It's not sponsored, but it's the Inferno cab heater. So in here we have ductwork. Let's see, we got some Ys. Some hose. Whew. Keep that over here. Bunch of zip ties. Some of our vent louvers. Our Defrost vent louvers. Some more vent louvers. Hose. We got a couple of Ys. This is going to be to install our radiator hoses. And we got some radiator hose. Whew, we got quite a bit of radiator hose. Cool. Should have some left over out of that. Wiring harness. That's nice. And then we got a heater core. So this is going to make it so the mule has heat just like your car does. So we're going to mount this in the mule, and then we got our ductwork that's going to come off of here, and we have our, one of these is going to be an inlet, one of them is going to be an outlet, and it's a little mini radiator in here. So our antifreeze is going to go through, and then we got a blower motor on the back. It's going to blow the heat into the cab. Pretty slick. We went with this style versus electric because you don't need any more power. I already get the hot water from the radiator, and we're going to divert it into this, which is our heater core, and then we're going to be getting heat from it. Right here we have all of our wiring, and we have high and low. It's actually a really neat switch. It looks just like our factory switches, except it says Inferno on it. Focus. There we go. Low, off, and then high. Perfect. So to me, when I'm thinking hood, I think they're talking about this little piece. But that is only part of it. Then we need to take this off, and in order to get this off, we might have to take our windshield. I think we're gonna have to. Alright, let's get this mule torn apart. Funky little push clips right here. Fender's probably gonna have to come off too. That's it. There we go. One side down. She's not going to look pretty fancy in a second. I'm going to have everything off of her. Need to get some rain X to put on the windshield. You guys, a lot of you left that for a comment. That's an awesome idea. One more. Looks a little bit different now without the windshield and the fender flares. I'm gonna take the dash out. Eek. I need a Phillips head screwdriver to get my knob off. Oh, that might be enough. That should be high enough. We can get in here and work. We're gonna mount our heater right in this area right here. All right, got our rocker switch, a couple of grommets, our wiring harness, let's see, some self-tapping screws, and quite a few more zip ties. There we go. Perfect. She's mounted. All right, I need to drill 2 inch and 3/8 holes right here. One. And we're gonna do our second one right here. Nice. That looks so nice and finished. I like it. Nice clean look. There we go. I like it. One. There we go. In theory, we shouldn't lose much coolant at all. Here's our new hose. I'm gonna put that on first and get that installed, and then, no, let's just cut it. We'll lose a little bit of coolant, but shouldn't be much. Alright, here goes nothing. There we go. I like that, just like that. Let's get these clamps tight. Awesome. It's good. I like it. We're on. Oops. Need our clamp. There. Nice. Alright, now we can take our clamps off. 1, 2. Alright, so this line is the return line, and this needs to go to the uppermost port in our heater core. So Alright, get my inlet line in now. I need to drop my skid plates. I got 2 big skid plates that run from the front to the rear, so nothing is exposed. And we gotta run a radiator hose from up here, down low, all the way back to the rear motor. So, I'm gonna be a few minutes. One down. Why, hello there. Our water inlet tube is right here. I spliced into it right back here. Put another Y. Have our radiator hose running down the bottom of the chassis. Up and right here to the heater core to the bottom one. So all of the coolant hoses are ran. All right, so right here, we have to cut out this little knockout and we got to keep scoring it till it comes. There we go. One more. There we go. I like it. Our rocker switch in first. Come on. There we go. Plug everything in. Now we'll run the wires through in here. So this end is going to get plugged into our heater. I must admit the wiring was nice and simple. All right, so moment of truth. Let's turn the key on and get the switch on. So our fan should kick on. Shut our lights off. Ready? Did you hear that? Low. High. Let's get some air volume behind it. Whew. I like it. Some pretty thick plastic. One defrost vent down. Nice. then we have our two little round louvers. This is for our feet. Oh. I gotcha. That's pretty slick. I wish I would have known that. They unscrew. You put this part inside, and then you screw the cover on. There. That works much better. Alright, now we need to run our ductwork. Gonna run it from the driver's side defrost first. Okay. So then that'll go up here, then it'll come down and over. We'll put this one onto the bottom. And then we'll run this one in and down to our leg defrost. Alright, so now I gotta do my driver floor. I know the hood of the mule looks like it's hurting, but we'll get it back to shape in no time. I can say I've never installed ductwork in a vehicle before. I've done a lot of custom stuff, but never anything with ductwork. Actually, I have. I shouldn't say that. I installed little Kubota motors on the side of 18-wheelers that were little generators and heaters. So that way over-the-road truck drivers wouldn't have to run their vehicle all night long if they wanted heat or power. I think I installed 2 or 3 of those back when I worked at the mechanical garage. I was a diesel mechanic on 18-wheelers for a little while. And they always like to give me the custom work. I don't know why. Rebuilt a few Cat engines, some Cummins and Detroits. Alright, so that one's installed. Now we just have this one louver one right here. And then the ductwork, we just gotta hook up to our heater core. Camera battery died, so I'm not sure how much of that last one you saw. So this one's going to be the driver's side floor. The first one was the driver's side defrost. Alright, it was pushed on there good. Now we get to see how good it blows. I'm hoping that it's got some good... Let's see how good this blows. Low. Oh yeah, you can feel that. Let's go to high. Off. High. Nice. I like it. Let's check the feet. Oh yeah. That really's got some good blow into it. Let's check this one. Oh, definitely. That was one of my concerns. I didn't know how good that fan was gonna be and how much volume it would put out, but that should warm the cab up good. All right, now we gotta top off the coolant. You know what, I was thinking that I needed to keep all the plastic apart before I was thinking I needed to let it warm up and then put all the plastic on once we had it up to temp and the coolant filled up. But if we have any leaks, it's gonna be here or here. So we can put all the plastic back on and then leave it outside to warm up. But I'll top off the coolant a little bit right now. Alright, so now I get to put together all the plastic again. There. Nice. Now we got our windshield back on. We can get it heating up, back it up, get it running. I think it's already circulating. It's taking quite a bit. I'm not seeing any leaks here. I feel like we might be pressurized. First initial of turning the heat on. Nothing hot yet, just warm. It's probably airbound, so let's shut it off, we'll check the oil, and then we'll take it for a cruise. It's not ice cold, but it's not warm or hot either, so I'll have to run around and get all the air out. Let's take it for a little burn and see if we can get the air out of the system. Try it again. Oh, we got heat. That's pretty cool. Heat in our side-by-side. That's good. Yep. And let's try the floor ones. Ooh, that feels good. And these ones turn. And same with this one. Awesome. We have heat in the tank. Not only can we go anywhere now, we can be warm while we're doing it. got heat in the mule. You want to check it out while the vehicle's still warm? It's not warm inside, but I don't got the roof open.
Where is it coming up from? All right.
And then down at your feet, there's two.
Oh yeah, that would be nice for feet.
Isn't that nice?
Feet or breeze, yeah.
Yeah. Warm your feet up when we get frosty.
My feet are what gets cold.
Let's see. The survey says no leaks. I like it. Alright, I'm gonna let this cool down for a little bit. I'll be right back and we'll check the coolant. Alright, I'm hoping it's cooled off enough. Oh yeah, she definitely had some air in her system. Was airbound. I won't keep boring you with this part. I'm gonna drive it around, let it cool down, check it until I make sure I get all the air bubbles out. I'm gonna run it around a few more times and I'll be back when we're done. I think little P's back in heat.
Oh no.
Tomorrow we're gonna have to bring her over to see the boys. How many eggs?
None.
One and none.
Is there one?
One.
Woohoo! Hey, this is a colored one.
Yep, that's what we got the other day.
We did?
So we decided, since little P is in heat right now, we're gonna bring her over to the barn because you only have a short period of time of while they're in heat. Little P, wanna go for a trip?
They always want to go to the opposite one. Oh goodness.
Five.
I
A bunch of
got right.
turds. You got it right.
Got it right.
At least one of us did. Well, I drove the mule around a few more times and never got all the air bubbles out. I think this is going to take quite a few little trips around the yard to heat it up, let it cool down, check the fluent, and just keep burping the little air bubbles. The heat's good, but it's not blowing Inferno hot yet. But I'm pretty sure it will. I think it's just airbound. So it's going to be another, I don't know, I'll probably finish it up tomorrow, and then we'll have some really good heat, and I'll keep you guys posted on how the heat in the mule works. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us and our homestead. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps. While you're down there, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and we'll see you right back here in the next video at Lumnah Acres.